So today I want to talk about anime ships. So before I start ranting, I just want to say I totally support shipping in fandoms and multi-shipping. But I really just can't stand some ships that I see on TikTok. For example, take Seiki K. Please don't attack me, but I honestly hate to recite Seiki X Terahashi. Yes, I know the author ships them. And yes, I know that Terahashi is based off the creator's wife. But just because the author ships them does not mean that they are canon. The only canon part of the ship is that they get married in an O. But people don't take into account that it's in an O, not the main universe or storyline. Also, I personally think that the ship would be very toxic. As we know, Seiki and Terahashi's relationship is developed throughout the manga and anime. But it's clearly shown as a one-sided relationship. Yes, Seiki cares about Terahashi and tries his best to keep her safe. But he does that to all of his friends. Terahashi is not special. Their only development is just Seiki being able to tolerate her more than before. Nothing romantic. Also, going back to the toxic side of the ship, I feel that if they did get together in their original universe, Terahashi would only date him for validation. As we know, Terahashi only likes Seiki because he's the only person who is able to resist her. And her main goal is to just make him fall for her. I feel that her feelings are only for validation, not real love. But this is just my opinion, so again, please don't attack me. People can ship who they want, but sometimes I feel like certain ships need to be called out. Okay, anyway, next topic. I want to discuss something called separating fandoms from series, manga, and games. My example is Dandy's World, which is a very obvious example of a good game with a bad fandom. Now don't get me wrong, there was a lot of good people in the Dandy's World fandom. But the amount of good people compared to weirdos in the fandom is just something you can't ignore. And something that many people outside the fandoms don't realize is that just because a game has a bad fandom does not mean that the game is bad. I see so many people trashing Dandy's World due to its fandom without even trying out the game. Like, Dandy's World is a great game, and honestly was a great refresher since Roblox has mainly had dead or repetitive games. So flaming the game that might have saved part of Roblox without any experience or knowledge about it is an insane concept to me. And it's not just Dandy's World either. Shows like MHA, Dandaden, Demon Slayer, etc., all have weird fandoms but are great shows. Sometimes I wish people would give things a chance before immediately judging it. I also wish that these fandoms would just not be so weird, but some are healing, and I am thankful for that. Anyway, guys, thank you for dealing with my rants. I will be posting another part to this rant series soon, so make sure to watch that too. Bye.